Quarter Ninja presents.
Hello my friends. Hello and welcome to Quarter Ninja's lair. We had a few seconds black screen because my OBS didn't catch the game immediately, but that doesn't matter. Today we are playing Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 and we are continuing our playthrough or 1,000 car journey. So we did in the previous episode, we sold 5 cars and we basically started restoration of this, well, we finished restoration, I do want to do this, this Dodge Challenger and this nice Lotus Elise S1, if Esprit S1, Elise is a smaller version. So we did these two and started with Cadillac Coupe de Ville, which is called Luxor Bowen in this game because it is a vanilla car that came actually with without any license and anything. So we are going just to drop an engine in and remove the lifter, well, the crane, and let's kind of start doing stuff, and I will talk about what was going on in between the episodes. This is episode 43, and as you know, in the first 21 episode we did a full playthrough. That means we went from level 1, here you see, level 1 to level 50. Actually from 50 to 55 doesn't make any point to go, but you go anyway, and we have maximum XP. So we did that in 21 episodes, 2-hour episodes, which mean we spent around 22 hours going to the top level, unlocking all the skills and everything. If you want to see more about that, feel free to jump to these episodes from episode 1 to 21 and check what is going on there and how did we do it. After that we were thinking what to do, should we stop playing or maybe keep going, and we decided to keep going and do something called 1,000 cars journey. What is that? That is very simple thing. We are building, well, first let's say we are buying and then restoring and repairing and whatever we have to do to be able to sell our cars. We are selling 1,000 cars. What is our goal? Our goal is to do 1,000 different cars, which means we are not going to buy, what is this, sway bar B. We are not going to do like 1,000 Luxor Bowens, okay, or something like that. No, we are installing mods, we are using mod cars, we are using vanilla cars, we have all the DLCs in the game, so we are using all the DLC cars and stuff like that. So we will try to do as much diversity as we can, and basically to restore as many different cars as it is possible actually. For some cars we are going to do few models, and I have a very special, I think, I'm not sure how special it will be because it sounds interesting and everything, and I have to see. Just give me a second to put this Bowen on. These are all the same size. For example, I installed a mod which basically translates to like 5 different versions of a car. Okay, 5 different builds. They're pretty similar, but still they're different, and I think we are going to do maybe all 5 or 4 just for fun, for sake of it, and these are again the different cars. They look a little bit different and stuff, although it's the same car, like we did with the Peugeot 205 Turbo 16, and there were quite a few models which we did the same car, but it becomes different in different liveries or different what is this, upper suspension, different outside look and stuff like that. So we will see how that goes. Maybe try to buy it for now, yeah. And there is a lot of stuff to do. What I did also in the break, well, between the episodes actually, I did prepare quite a lot of engines. I spent a huge amount of time doing that. Really, it takes a lot of time. As I said, every episode that I'm doing 2-hour episode, and all our episodes are around 2 hours. Every episode that I'm doing requires at least an hour of preparation, at least, sometimes even more. But you know, this is because I want your viewing pleasure to be much better and kind of, you know, more simple to follow, let's say. Because you don't need to watch, you know, how do I assemble engines or shocks or whatever. Everything should be done in advance. And of course, if you want to see how engines are assembled, you have our guides, front exhaust pipe. You have our video guides about the engine, 6 guides, which are actually on the, you know, live on the YouTube. You can check our 1000 cars spreadsheet. In that spreadsheet you have all the info you might need. Everything is there, including all the links, everything, you know, to the engine guide videos, to everything is there. And the link for that spreadsheet is in the description down below. We need leaf spring, rear drive axle. Interesting, so we didn't manage to repair it. Leaf spring should be coil, ABCDF. Here, that is the one, I think. So feel free, please, to check the spreadsheet. It's full of info. Everything is there, even some spoilers, you know, what we have in our parking, what are the next cars coming and stuff like that. So everything is there. If you want to find info, just go there and do it. All the links for the engine guide videos, and you know, when you go to the YouTube or to engine guide videos, all of them are time coded. So you can just click to a specific engine that interests you. Everything is prepared, you know, so you have really a more pleasurable experience in watching the stuff on the channel. Okay, so that was done, as I said, in between our episodes, a lot of engines prepared, a lot of shocks, stuff like that. I also finally went and installed 15 mods. Okay, we spoke about that in previous episodes. I wasn't sure, should I or should I not. Then I decided for the diversity and maybe, you know, to have a garage, well, a parking, how it is called here, a little bit more filled. I decided to try how 15 mods will work, you know, and mainly how they will impact the performance of the game. And I can tell you that 15 mods is perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. So from now on we are going to have 15 mods, and all of the mods installed you can see again in our spreadsheet. Everything is there, what we installed, what we removed, what we did, what is done, what is not done. Everything is there, all the info you might need. It's very, very informative, and informative, that would be better pronunciation. And I would really highly recommend to check it. The link is again to say in the description down below. So all of that is prepared. I bought quite a few cars. I went to junkyards, auctions. I spent a long time going forward, back, forth and stuff like that. But now we have 3 full levels and 1 level with, I think, 4 cars or something. So quite a lot of things to do. We are now pretty good with that. I'm quite sure that will be enough for quite some time. Okay, so let me just recheck this. You know, when we check the list, we can see 100% parts, whatever. If something is missing, starter as always, that's not the issue. I think that is the only one that is missing from mechanical side of things, you know, the one here. Okay, perfect. Let's push the car down. In the meantime, let's check our body. You know, inventory, but body parts. We have fenders, bumpers, hood, and a left side mirror. Fenders, bumper, hood, and left side mirror. Fenders, bumper, hood, and left side mirror. I'm just buying stuff, bear with me please. I'm never buying that in advance because I do feel it's interesting, more interesting like this, and it's not really much time, so you can see how these parts look and whatever, so yeah, I'm quite okay with that. Let's assemble this. This is a Cadillac Coupe de Ville, beautiful car. As I said in previous episode, I was like just a few days ago watching a TV show and the guys restored one, and it was really something special. Beautiful cars, really nice, and yeah, if you have all that money to pay for amazing restoration of one, go for it. I'm absolutely sure you are going to be super happy. Okay, especially, you know, when they make it modern and really modern and great. What is this? Playways, 100% we have. Let's use the playways, why not? While we have them. Yeah. Okay, so this is our Luxor Bowen or Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Let me just double check. Okay, front license plate, fair enough. We always need. I really like the concept, but I'm annoyed that I always have to put them in, but who cares. Seat 3 leather D and 2 Bowens. Seat 3 leather D, so we are going here. Seat 3 leather D and 2 Bowens, which means bench. I presume we need all of these. I didn't. No, we don't. That's strange. Just give me a second. This one actually has seats. Okay, we don't need bench. It doesn't really matter. We need only one bench, which is perfectly fine. You can see, I think you can even. Yeah, well, doesn't really matter. We are going to sell the one we don't need. Now, let me immediately sell. This is body, not body. Okay, all and the end. The newest parts are at the bottom. Let's just sell it, and that's that. We have all the money we need, so not a big deal. As you might remember or not, we restored some Alfa Stradales 33 and we got huge amount of money from them. I didn't know even that will happen, but you know, you have everything again in the spreadsheet. You can see how much you will earn for each car, everything, how much we paid for the cars and stuff. Listen, this color, unusual, not used much. We didn't have many cars like this, so I'm quite happy with that. I'm thinking maybe I'll let the car sit there. Okay, now we have 3 cars finished and we are bringing 2 more, and finally I can do stuff that I really adore and love. And this is the one. What also I want to do, I will remove, or let's say move Lotus to the parking. Okay, we will return Lotus later. These are the Nissans or 240Z or Datsuns, doesn't really matter, whatever works for you. Datsuns were outside of Japan, and Nissans were inside of Japan. Datsun is the Nissan brand, yeah, this is the car that I really love and adore. It is a beautiful, amazing machine. Now what we are going to do, we are not going to spend a second basically waiting. I'm going to disassemble the car immediately, both of these. And why I'm doing 2, as you can imagine, this is a version called Rocket Bunny, which is a really looking fat, sporty, wings, everything. So yeah, it's really nice. It has, you know, wide body and everything. I think it's actually super nice. And the other version, I see a little bit of focus again is lost, and the other version is the normal road version. Okay, let me just do this. It's very strange how you see how a little focus. This should be a window, I'm absolutely sure, but I cannot remove them. Okay, maybe they're integrated in the body. I have no idea. We will see. We will see. I did, I think, full restoration maybe in my previous videos when I was doing that. Well, I did or I didn't, doesn't really matter. You can always check in the YouTube channel and see. I think I did 270, 240s, but I'm not 100% sure. I didn't check beforehand. I'm looking, this should be it, I think. We will see how that works later. Okay, let's put the battery on the charger. As you know, we should always do that and use the old battery, just recharge it. That's kind of always a good thing to do. So now we are going to disassemble the Rocket Bunny, and then we will do the same with our 240Z normal one. And what is interesting, for example, the Japanese versions had 2-liter engines, while a version for America had 2.4 liters, and later there were 2.6 and 2.8 liters, which were called 260 and 280, but 280 was also the new version, the second generation, so it's a little bit confusing. It doesn't really matter in any case. From my point of view, again, this is one of the really amazing, beautiful cars that were, you know, again, I cannot say defining the era, but you know, that were really important cars in a way. Very, very sporty, beautiful looking, drivable, stuff like that. So yeah, a very nice car. Again, if I could, I would always, you know, not always, but I would buy one fully restored actually, and I would enjoy that very, very much, I think. You know, these cars are not driving well like new cars, but still the pleasure of having something so cute and nice, and you know, from so long time ago, it's always great. As you can see, some stuff is going through the engine, and as you know, I don't give a flying F about that. I always appreciate what these amazing modders are doing, and yeah, that's kind of, for me, enough if they make car look good enough. Now, this is really annoying. Let's see, can we, with these engines, I think that annoying part is, I will show you, just bear with me. That annoying part is this. You see these two screws? For some reason, you know, they're screwed here on most of the engines. They are not on manifolds and stuff like that. But here it is, and simply you have to remove these to be able to remove that, okay? And also let's remove starter while we are here, so everything is out of the way. Perfect. Not a big deal. As always, you know, we spend a few minutes here and there. Let's try to finish simply our job, disassemble this car, and then second one, and make two versions of 270s. As I said, I have quite a lot of cars at the moment in the parking, so that is also very, very nice. We have a lot of things to work with, and we will see. I already decided what will be done next. So if you are really interested to see that and see the spoilers, feel free to jump again to 1000 cars spreadsheet. Link is in the description down below, and you will see what I planned to do in next session. And I will always plan in advance because it's easier for me, and you know, if you don't want to know, just don't look at that, and that's so simple. Okay, let's just finish these, disassemble both cars, and then we are going to repair what we can. And this one is, I think, in a little bit better shape, but both are not so bad, so that's kind of fine. I think we are going to be able to repair quite a lot of things, and that's always very welcome. Also, yesterday I was thinking, I think yesterday it was, when I was doing some engines, I was making them, and I was thinking, should I just sell the engines I pull out from the cars and just don't lose any time, disassembling them? Or should I, as I'm doing, disassemble them first, restore, repair what I can? I'm actually absolutely not sure what would be faster. Probably faster would be just to buy parts. So in the future, maybe I will just do that. Although you don't see that, that's happening, outside of these videos. I'm just sharing with you, what I'm thinking about and how I'm thinking. I do believe speed is essential, and better to do it faster. Okay, engine pulled out. As always, let's do, doesn't really matter the order. Interior, as you know, really you cannot see much difference with interior, so I'm not bothering even to show you much. With this one you actually can see, as you can see, a welder repairs the body. If you're unsure how things are working, please be sure to check our playthrough videos. Everything is explained there, okay? We have two i6s in, new i6s that I prepared. So this one is in, and let's do this one. Now we are again disassembling this car, and we are trying to kinda, prepare both for build. This one is going to be normal 240Z, and the second one is the opposite one. There is going to be the Rocket Bunny with the white body and stuff. And that one, you will see, it looks really fabulous when you finish the car. Let's remove interior, and that's, I think, that, not that. Thank you. Let me see, did we remove this? I think we did. I'm just looking, did we? Okay, we will check that later. Actually, shouldn't be a big deal. We are removing this, and I will remember immediately to remove, see, all of this, so we can easier. The second one is missing. Starter is here. Okay, so that's that. A radiator and fan housing. Let me see, did we miss anything else? I don't think so. I think everything is here. Okay, now these batteries are charging extremely fast, so this one is charged, as you can see, and we are going to charge this one. We have quite a lot of spare batteries. I don't care actually at all. Why not? It's always good to have them in stock. Okay, this window obviously cannot be removed. So this car is ready. Let's do this one. So 240 is a really beautiful car, and maybe I mentioned, if you watched few previous episodes, I mentioned I was waiting for the second 270 for almost a month, and that is, just for you to know, if you install some mod, it can happen that you don't find it for weeks. Actually, I'm not joking. I have a Dodge Charger 2012, I think, installed as a mod. I didn't find a single one yet, and it's already, I think, 10 days or so. I didn't simply find it. And you can find it, I checked it, so shouldn't be an issue, but I simply didn't show up. And I have to keep that mod until, well, I don't have to, but I will keep it until we find it, but that can take weeks. So always think about that. If you want to make some car, to restore something, or to find some specific car, it can take a long time. And the reason why I'm doing 1000 car journey also, except this is a great challenge and very interesting one in a way, is that you will have opportunity really to see 1000 different cars, how they look when they're restored, stuff like that, the process of restoration, what goes in and stuff. So I think in a way, even if you play the game, you don't have to freaking restore every single car for yourself. Some of these you can check here on the channel and see, oh, that's nice, I want to do that, I don't want to do that, I don't like this, I like this. And what we are also not doing, we are not customizing cars at all, almost. So basically we're just doing basic restorations. We are not painting, you know, like body parts or rims. We are not putting performance parts on the car and stuff like that. We are simply just doing a very, very basic restoration. Because, you know, after all, if you want to do something like that, you can always do some perfectly nice, beautiful, amazing restoration, you know, with all customizations. But beforehand, you can check how the car looks and, you know, what you should do and how in these episodes, and then you do your own very, very different restoration, because it's really possible. The game doesn't allow so much, but it allows enough, I think, for things to be different, so that's important. You cannot paint, if I'm not mistaken, engine parts still. And that said, what else? Yeah, there is a lot of things, especially these paint schemes. Also, the paint system is horrible and stuff like that. But you know, you have to live with that. You have to adapt and adjust yourself, and that's about that. If you wonder about the format of these videos, I'm doing this as a stream, so basically it is a live stream going to my hard disk, and just after that I'm posting it to the YouTube. If you ask why, because I live at the moment in China, so I'm pretty far away from Europe, from where I am. 7 hours is the time difference at the moment, and I don't think, you know, live streaming will make so much sense for that. Yes, I know Australia, maybe you know, parts of America and stuff like that are actually in okay-ish time zones, and live streaming would make sense, but still live streaming from here has its own issues. Sometimes, you know, I'm thinking what I wanted to say. The streams can just stop and break, and it's not a big deal, you just restart them, but I don't like it. I don't want to do that. You know, usually in 1-2 hour stream I will have kinda one, maybe, you know, interruption, and that's that. And I decided this is a much better format, because everything should be perfectly fine and nice. And also, you know, as I said multiple times, if there is a need for me to interact with you guys live, I will gladly stream, no issues there, but we will not stream anything important, more of let's say having a chat stream or stuff like that. But you know, that will happen when there is enough followers and enough interest. Until then, let's do it this way. What we need to do first, before I start everything else, let's repair stuff. There is quite a few parts that we can repair, although yeah, let me see. I'm looking for gearboxes mostly. This is most interesting because they're most expensive. Again, money is not an issue. Look at the top right corner. Okay, so now you can barely see it. It's 19.3 million. We don't need more money than that at all, I think. So yeah, money is not the issue at all. Still, it is always good to restore, repair parts you can. That's kind of a good way to do it from my point of view. And what you can, you restore. What you cannot, you just buy new parts. And that's that. Always we should go here, sell everything that is not 100 but 99. Be sure to check it. I did once. I sold everything 100%, so I sold everything I had in my inventory. That was fun, but it's okay, you know, not a big deal. Still, if you feel sometimes your inventory is lagging, you have too many things or stuff, you just sell them. And that's it. Now you see, to be able to put manifolds, you have to go below. I don't like it actually really much, that system, but it is what it is. Yeah, and we cannot put anything here, so we need to push car up. Okay, let's push car up and let's start. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful car. I will repeat that multiple times. I love it. I just love it and nothing else. Look how many Discrons members we have. I'm tempted to sell some of these. Okay, let's, before everything else, let's go here and groups. Okay, groups are these things where you have grouped components, you see. I want to sell all of them, okay? not engines, of course, but I want to sell all of these. I'm just slowly checking. I don't want to sell anything. And i6 is, maybe I will disassemble these two, and I'm sure that I have one full engine basically from these two, and probably I will be able to make two engines easy without much bother. Okay, so let's do stuff. Now you see everything is 100%. This is what we were aiming for, because we didn't really want to... Oh, bushings. Okay, bushings, you know that probably already if you follow my videos. Bushings are things that are non-repairable, of course, and they're used in dozens basically on the cars. So I started to buy 40 of each when I do restoration, and they still, you know, you run out pretty fast. But you see, two bushings were in the lower arm, and 4 bushings here. Usually you have 2 arms, and that's really a lot. Front exhaust section i6. Now we know that we need one on our second car. Am I correct? Yes, I am. So we'll buy 3. Why 3? Because 1 will stay in stock, and I know we will have more of these i6 cars, inline 6 engines, and these are all the same concept, so we will need these things. And yeah, we don't have, now I remembered, we don't have these small hub bearings. Always buy 20 of these, you are going to need them. And I know we're missing something else. I'm thinking, well, you know, let's buy that when we find it. Ventilated discs, okay, bearing. I think we are missing pads. No, but we are then missing calipers. No, we are missing caps. Again, these are non-repairable. They go on front suspension usually, sometimes on rear. Well, you know, this braking part here when you build the braking system. So yeah, calipers and cylinders, interesting enough, you can repair, which doesn't make any sense, of course, but still doesn't really matter. You can repair them, and you will have them in stock. Rods you cannot, so rods always you have to have them new ones in the stock. These links also always new, and things like that. This should be the Rim Classic 305s. Yeah, these are all the same. That was very strange for me, but I didn't want to touch it, because this is how the mod creator envisioned it, and I wanted to respect that, you know. I was thinking maybe put bigger tires back, smaller, you know, on the front, but then I decided, no, not really. We are not again doing customization, we are just doing a simple restoration, and that is a big difference in a way. Okay, let's finish these inner parts here, and I will gladly do this, so we are able as soon as possible to see the car fully restored. I cannot wait, actually. Okay, this arm comes here, and then we have a few more things missing, like shock absorber, and see the arm here. And this arm is necessity to put here, and then we are going to put our tire, well, not tire really, whole wheel with a rim and the tire. Okay, perfect. Muffler, I think we have one. Yeah, we do. We will need to buy more. It doesn't really matter. We have both gearboxes, so I'm happy about that. Also, let me see, do we miss anything here? Starter from engine bay later. Coil spring, perfect. You see, now we managed to restore them. Previously we couldn't. On the previous Luxor we didn't have restored the rear axle. Okay, these we have. Now to talk about the way how you assemble the car. The way how you assemble the car is actually the way how you feel the best, okay? Because people are trying, I've seen it, to give advice, do this first, do that first, this is the best way. No, it's not actually. The best way is whatever you feel it's the best for you. however you feel it. And especially in this game, this is the case. I would say, you know, in some games, in some stuff, you have to do really things how they should be done. But here you can really do it as how you feel it. As long as that part can go in the place and you're happy with that at any given moment, like me now, you know, instead of finishing brakes, I'm just putting tank because it's there in front of my eyes and it bothers me. So I just finished it, done. And that's it. 5 screws here. And did I forget something? I don't think so. So let's move on the other side. We are 35 minutes into the game. Okay, 35 minutes. It will take a little bit of time to finish these 2 cars, but still we are going to be able to start a new set of cars for which I already prepared everything, you know, in advance. I think everything is ready for the next 5. So we should be able to go with that without any issues. Also, I decided to keep one lifter from now on free because I found that sometimes I need to do something in between the episodes and stuff like that, and I don't have a lifter, you know, when I leave all three cars without wheels and stuff. So I will not do that anymore. I will always have one lifter free for the needs of, you know, game when I'm doing it outside of the streams or the recorded videos. Okay, so I'm just checking again, you know, what I'm doing. Front end B, rear bumper B. Interestingly enough, exhaust and yeah, starter. Rear bumper B and front end B. We have to see what is that. I don't think we can do this. Front end B. What the front end B can be. Yeah, I'm just, I didn't want that at all. Please, thank you. Front end B, front end B. This is the front end, interesting. Just let me see. And a rear bumper B. What do you reckon? Where the rear bumper B? This is the rear bumper B. You see? Pah, I knew it. I actually knew it. Does this thing has a front? It has a front end as such and has a front bumper as such. Okay, this is what and why you are doing these rechecks, just to be sure, because every single mod is done in its own way, and you know, you have to kind of trial and error. I would say that's the best explanation. So let's add our manifolds. As you remember, we need to add them as they are connected here with the exhaust pipe, so we need to add them latest at the end. These 2 screws basically are making all the difference, and the starter, which is here. So now, from what I know, this car is actually done. Okay, so front end B, front bumper, everything is B. Let's see. I'm not sure what we have. Front bumper, but it must be B. So Rocket Bunny. Everything is marked with Rocket Bunny, so we cannot make a mistake. I think the hood is normal. This is the B, but there is not much difference. I want to close it as always. Front right fender is a Rocket Bunny. That's very nice. I love when creator makes things like that. So it's a very clear. Which one? This is the white one. Very clear, and you can see if you have 2 parts, you know, this is from the green car, well, the greenish car, and this is from the whitish car. I don't know, even these colors are a little bit strange, don't know the name for that color. When creators very, very clearly put the parts in, so you exactly know what is the one you should, you know, use. Rear bumper, this is the one for this car, you can see. What else? Also here, you remember that we had the front end, which is actually, it looks like an intercooler. And why not go with Slovakia? Yeah, it is Slovakia. Okay, now we need actually, let me see what is missing. That's easiest. Window, these are all 2 normal tail lights and normal headlights. Okay, so we are going to the shop. This is going to be here. We are typing 240, and now we are going with tinted glass for our, I'm actually not sure, but I think everything is here. We need 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, and 2 of these. I think that might do it. I didn't buy glass or windows for the second car. We're going to do that. I don't see that as an issue. Did I buy too many rear lights? Probably I did. Doesn't really matter. Again, tail lights, let's call them as they should be called. These are the tinted windows, as you can see. They look pretty nice. Look at the beautiful car. You have to admit, it is actually a super beautiful car. Are we missing something? No. So there is a hole, actually. Strange. Very strange. Let me see. Yeah. Seat 11 leather D and 7. Seat 11 leather D. Seat 11 leather D. And steering wheel is 7. Let's buy steering wheel 7. This and the mount. Okay, let's mount stuff in, and we should be able to mount, please, our steering wheel. Okay, so my dear friends, this is the Rocket Bunny wide body. Let's just send it to the paint shop. I want to see if there is some livery. We can leave the color. Color is really perfectly fine. I don't really mind. No, there is no livery, unfortunately. This is the custom gearbox. Yeah, that is the Rocket Bunny. That is the Rocket Bunny, my dear friends. Where did I send the car? Did I send it here? No, I didn't. It is there. Superb. This is a beautiful Nissan 270 Z Rocket Bunny, which means a big wheels, arches and everything, and that's done. So I want to move this car, and luckily, you know, it doesn't have any logic, but luckily we can move cars like this. And I'm quite happy with that, so I can work. I like to work here. For some reason, it doesn't really matter. It's simply the same. When you're disassembling and restoring car, it makes sense because it's easier to just bring the modules in. But for all other purposes, it doesn't really matter at all. In any case, let's just finish with this one and move forward. Now we will push car up and start assembly. So we are doing 2 versions of 270, just to explain yet again, because one is wide body version called Rocket Bunny by the mod creator, and the second one is, let's call it normal road version, simple one. When we do that, we are going to sell, of course, all these 5 cars, and we are going to restore more cars. I have already list. It is prepared. As if you want to know more, feel free to go check description down below and go to the 1000 car spreadsheet, where you have every single info about the playthrough, about the cars, about the parking, about the engines, about everything. Everything is there. So feel free to jump in, check it, and you know, some things are spoilers, so if you don't want to know what cars are coming next, don't check that section and stuff like that, but it's written spoilers, so even that is pretty clearly defined and you cannot miss it. These are the wheels for this one. I think I changed them. Yes, I did, because I didn't like original ones at all. How they fitted the car. I changed the rims basically, as I thought these rims will fit the car better, and I think they do actually. We will see about all of that when we finish the car. Until then, let's just keep working. You see how many bushings, as I said, tons of them everywhere, so you have to be vigilant and to put them always on their place. Luckily, you know, when you click, as you know what I'm doing, car status here, when you click on that and check it, you will always see what's going on and do you have something missing, so that's very, very nice. Let me just recheck brake caliper, that's okay, but what's going on? Did I miss? I didn't. I couldn't see it from that side. Very interesting. Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's just put bearing and cap and wheel, and then we can move actually forward. Let me see, this side practically done. Okay, gearbox in, and I think we put pipe in, that's also done. We need to buy the rear muffler V8 OHV, so we are going to do that here, and this is not gearbox, actually exhaust system OHV. We are going to buy 8 of these are used quite often and we need them definitely, so no issue there. We don't have fuel tanks also, and never forget, fuel tanks are not repairable, so you need them all the time. That's something that actually you cannot be without. Fuel pumps are repairable, but in junkyard cars, for example, you will never, and I say never with 99% certainty, never find them in the junkyard cars, so you have also to buy them most of the times. But on auction cars, situation is different, and barn cars, they do have a different set of parts, and they have most of the parts, if not all of the parts, all the time. I don't think we have rear springs yet. It's funny how you remember what you need and what you have, even if you have hundreds of parts. But I know that we didn't have these in stock. And yet again, if you're asking me how I'm assembling it, what is right way, there is no right way, just whatever you feel at any given moment will work best for you. Okay? I just want to do this side now for some reason. So 2 rocket bunnies, one Luxor Bowen, how it is called in the game, or Cadillac Coupe de Ville in real life. So that's that. And what else do we have? We have the Lotus Esprit, Lotus, what's the name? My brain just stopped. I had a brain freeze. There was Esprit. Oh yeah, it is Esprit. Actually, we have Lotus Esprit, second one is Elise. I wasn't sure because both are on E, and yeah. So that's also the car that we restored. And the last is Dodge Challenger, if I'm not mistaken, sitting here in the garage. We are going to check all of them very, very soon when we finish the restoration of this Rocket Bunny and this other 270Z. I can see parts here missing, so let's do them first. And we have also this axle missing, so let's finish all of that. What's that? I have no idea. Something is banging to my wall, but I have no idea what. U-bolt. Okay. Usually you have these and you repair them, which doesn't make any sense, of course. You wouldn't repair U-bolt, trust me. And I worked in a repair shop. I mentioned that multiple times. I helped my friend and worked as a manager for some time just to keep to make things go smoothly. And I learned a load of stuff about car repairs and things like that. And that was very, very interesting and actually great experience in a way. Okay, so yeah, these wheels are much, much better for the intended purpose. I like it. what we are doing now, we are putting manifolds, as you know, from the previous restoration. We need to do these at the end because they're connected with this pipe, and first you have to put pipe and then manifolds, so that's that, and also starter at the end. This should conclude the car. Let us see what kind of body parts we have. Yeah, we have quite a few things that we don't actually need that I got. We need a front left door actually, and the glass. Let's take that front left door and the glass. We are not going to go with tinted, okay. Front left door, normal one, and the glass should be this and this and this and this for. I think that should do it. Well, you know, the only way to see is to try. Is that not the case? I think it is. So let's go with that and see. Front end, we have one. Lights, mirrors. This is interesting. You can put mirror even if fender is not in. It's okay, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we have quite a bit of parts that I got for no reason at all. But as you know, we have all the money we might need. So, oh, we don't have trunk. Okay, we don't have trunk. This is a normal, not a Fairlady Z rocket bunny. And this normal, you see, it has all these nice things here. How many lights we have? We had a full set of lights. I didn't check it beforehand. That's called stupidity, my dear friends, and yeah, it doesn't really matter, really, as you know, we will sell that anyway, these parts and stuff, but we lost a little bit of time on that for no reason at all. So you shouldn't do stuff before you double and triple check it. I think everything is in except interior. So RX3 and steering wheel 3, RX3 and steering wheel 3. Not here, not here. RX3 and steering wheel 3, please. These are from Mazda RX3. So a little bit different seats than we have in a Rocket Bunny. Yet again, you can decide whatever seats or steering wheel you want to put in. It doesn't really matter. This car is done and this car has to go to the paint shop. Okay, the choice of paint. This is the factory color. Again, I like when colors are a little bit different. And the gray ones are not so common. So yeah, let's use that. Why not? Why not? It looks perfectly fine on the car. I have no issues with that at all. Okay, my dear friends, 52 minutes, 5 cars. Let's bring the Lotus in. Where is our Lotus? Lotus, Lotus. Where is our Lotus? Lotus, Lotus. Here. Do I not have space? Oh, I don't. Okay. I do not have space near the gate. Although I shouldn't do that. It should just move it to the first free space, even if that is paint shop or something, but it's okay. Okay, my dear friends. Okay, let's see. This Dodge Challenger, okay, with V8 OHV Windsor with a Ford engine, actually, it doesn't really matter. It is interchangeable and I did it because I had engine in the stock. We can go to photo mode and maybe, you know, just to avoid these things, the yellow things going around. This is our Dodge. It is a beautiful car, there is no doubt about that. That's done. Nice color, nice livery. Let's sell it. 83,000. Beautiful. Next one we restored was Lotus. So all black, beautiful Lotus Esprit S1. As you can see, I will go around it just for your viewing pleasure. Beautiful, beautiful car, but it's time for the Lotus to go. As you can see, not much money on the Lotus. It doesn't really matter. That was a restoration and a huge, big, way too big car. This should be Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Very nice, beautiful, and everything. Let's kinda. I don't know. Maybe I will take just one picture like this. Maybe do this and yep. I don't need many pictures actually. Let's sell the Cadillac 50, 60, 60k. And you see why I did the same car. Look at this one. This one is the Rocket Bunny. Look at this. And this one is a normal version. And the difference is actually very big, you know. From these signs that you have on this version. Why I'm floating in the air? I don't want to float in the air, please. Thank you. From the signs, you know, from the Z badge and stuff like that, to the wide body, as you can see, tinted windows and wing on the back. The difference is very much visible and clear enough. So this is why we restored these two beautiful things. And I love them. I really love them. I think they're the beautiful cars, really astonishing. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about 240Zs? Do you like them? Do you not like them? How do you find them? And things like that. Okay, let's sell the first one. Not much money, but still we enjoyed building it. And the second one, again, it will be even less money. With that out of the way, just to remind you, like, subscribe and comment. You know, if you don't mind, just drop a like or two. And of course, subscription is always more than welcome. But most important of all is comment, please, you know. Comment and tell me what do you think about the game, what do you think about the stuff we are doing here, etc, etc. You know, cars you like, cars you don't like, and tons of things we can talk about. Feel free to comment and I will be sure to answer. I removed front left fender because it annoyed me for some reason, but let's move it there. So this is the Bolt Reptilia R2. We already did one Reptilia, sorry, it's Reptilia, but this is a Corvette C4. We did Corvette C3. So this is C4. This is our next restoration project. As you can see, more or less everything is removed from the car except this. Yeah. And this is the project we are doing next. This is the first car for today. And what I'm trying to diversify a little bit, you know, to remove a few cars from kinda DLCs, few cars from vanilla game, few cars from here, there, and stuff like that. This is the vanilla car, of course, as you can imagine, based on the name Bolt Reptilia. So let's disassemble the machine. Let's try to do it as fast as possible. We should have wheels, I hope so. If we don't, I will put random wheels on it, but we should have them. Let me just double check, please. Yeah, I have it here. We should, I hope, honestly. Okay. So Bolt Reptilia is first one. We spent a little bit less than an hour to finish our 5 cars, although 2 were done already and 1 was pre-prepared. So yeah, it was quite a lot of time doing that, but doesn't really matter. So now we have opportunity in the next hour to prepare. You see this focus, I'm going to get so angry. I have to get out from this. We are going to prepare as many cars as we can for the next cell. And now we are sitting, if I'm not mistaken, on 905 cars to go. And this set will make it 900. So we are slowly going below 1000. 800, well 900, 800 would be wishful thinking. It is 900 actually, my dear friends. So we are slowly going below 900 cars to go. But at the moment we are at 905. I'm looking at numbers and we sold 95 cars. That means 905 to go. And these are the 5 that will make it 900. Okay, so Bolt Reptilia, Chevrolet Corvette C4, not much to talk about that. You see, by some strange chance I disassembled the wheel from the car. Yeah, Corvette for me, I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure about Corvette. Old Corvettes, yes. New Corvettes, no. Even these, I'm not a big fan. I don't think they look so good or they feel so good, I don't know. But old ones, 60s, Stingray, stuff like that, amazing cars, actually astonishing. New ones, as I said, nah, not a big fan of them. But you know, we all have our favorites, we all have things we like, so I'm quite sure out there are people, maybe some of you, who really adore these Corvettes and stuff like that. I'm not one of them, but that doesn't mean I don't appreciate these cars. You know, liking some car or loving them, it is just your personal preference. You will find people who love some completely obscure and funny cars, and some people who don't like some, like Bugatti Veyron. There are some people out there, trust me, who don't really like them at all. So yeah, the tastes are just individual thing, and we all have our own taste. Okay, so this is quite straightforward car, as you can see. Relatively simple rear suspension, relatively simple front suspension. I kind of like these. Also, why I decided to do that, because this car is sitting in the parking for quite some time, and then I was thinking, let's get rid of all the cars we don't have price, because, for example, I started to write down the price I bought car for, not from the beginning, but you know, from the middle of our episodes, from episode 30 or something, and then, you know, I was thinking like, okay, if we don't have price for some of the cars, let's get rid of them first, and then kinda, you know, start afresh with all the numbers and stuff. So yeah, we are going to do these few cars that don't have prices, well, actually buying price. We have for most of the cars selling price. Well, I think for all the car we have selling price. Done, repaired, restored. Look at this, beautiful. And let's just take engine out. It doesn't matter when you take it out. You can take it after you beautify it. Before you beautify it, doesn't really matter, because it's just 1 second. Now, okay, engines. I don't have them, and we are going to our warehouse. I changed a little bit warehouse. If you remember, before it was cases and stuff here, but now it's not anymore. I wanted engines here. So, bear with me, my dear people. I need to find engines. And you can check what engines we have now while I am browsing here. I'm reading and trying to see, do I have a freaking... I do. This one, I'm looking at my list. i3, just bear with me, people, bear with me, please. I should do that probably beforehand, but I didn't. So, yeah. It is what it is. We are looking for B6 turbo, but not twin turbo. We are looking for B6 turbo. Do we have B6 turbo? We do. I think these 3 will be enough. Also, let's go to the ready wheels. And this is okay, first Reptilias, then classic 12, and then classic 3. You see, everything goes in order. I prepared everything exactly as it should be. Perfect. So that was a minute of time spent, but I think it was a good time. I want to use this Boss engine in. Look at this beauty, huge, big ass engine. Nicey nice. Let's put the battery on the charger and let's go. And what do we do next? We repair our stuff, okay? In the meantime, I just want to reswitch here. Yep, good. I like to check my OBS to see my audio levels. I see I'm maybe a little bit too loud, so I will just put volume, well, you know, microphone down for a bit. I might be, yeah, I think it will be okay. Perfect, that's done. And the next step, as you can imagine, is let's sell the stuff. Okay, 98%, that should be good. And I want to get rid of these broken, crappy things. Done. Good. So what I want to do, before we would go and bring more cars, but I don't want to do that. I want to restore fully car first. Okay? This is how we are going to do it from now on. I want to have car, actually where it is, I want to have car restored instead of, you know, having 3 cars sitting on the lifters and stuff. I think that would be, that is a better way to do it. We will see how that works, but at the moment this is how we are going to try it. Air filters, why we don't have air filters, it's beyond me. You wouldn't believe I buy these things, you know, like tons of them sometimes, and they just disappear. It seems that we are eating them and stuff. Air filter cover, okay, where is the cover? That is the normal cover. I will buy 2 of these, one now, one in stock. I had these also. We don't have clips, I can bet. Oh, we don't have B clips. So A clips we have. Okay, at least something good. Okay. Radiator, it's a little bit tight here. As you can see, we don't have fan housing, and that's also interesting. It's not Dan, maybe there is some Dan, but we need fan housing and we need 2 fans for it. Okay. Yep, we didn't manage to restore that. It's very interesting. Usually you would restore most of these things, but today we didn't. Okay, so this is it. Let's push car up. Color we are going to keep green. I don't really mind. Although Corvettes you always imagine in yellow or red or stuff like that. But I think this color works very well. Okay, you already see we are missing some parts and we are having, you know, we will have to buy them, but let's buy them when we get to them. Okay, like brake disc ventilated. Now it's starting to annoy me and I'm going to buy 14 of these. Again, it's just an arbitrary number that I chose. You can buy whatever, however many you want and whatever makes you happy. We will need, of course, cylinders. As you can see, sometimes you have tons of them, sometimes you don't have a single one. That's also very, very strange. Sway bar B, front one, we don't have it. Let's buy 3 of these. As always, okay, perfect. Very, very, very nice. So if you might ask yourself why I'm doing all of this, because I'm playing games from 1984 and that's about 30, how many, 32, 3, 4, 5 years, doesn't really matter, you just calculate. And yep, I kind of like gaming. I had more or less every single computer that you can think of, or game console, whatever, you name it, I had it. And I really love it. Most of my work in my life was related with that, with computers, even with games. I've been working as a head of community management in a big gaming company. I traveled the world. I've been on all major shows. I've seen it, not all, but I've seen most of stuff. You know, I met people. I kind of had a huge experience, you know, with all of that, and I think I kind of like to share my knowledge, my stuff that I know and stuff that I understand with other people. And you know, even if I love to play games, I can, you know, be very kind of what would be the word I'm trying to find it? I cannot find it. What I'm thinking, I can be I can critique a game, you know, and say when I think something is wrong. I will not keep it back, you know, and as you know, if you follow my videos for this game, I'm very often saying my opinion about the development of this game and how it is done, or more to say, how it is not done. And as much as I love to play this game, and I do enjoy it, I think what developers are doing with this game is, well, you know, what they're not doing with this game is really, really bad. But as we cannot do much about that except complain and point to the issues, that's what we can do, and that's about that. I'm trying to click here. Okay, can we put gearbox? Do we have? We don't have gearbox. This is funny, because gearboxes usually are things that are easily repaired and stuff, but on this car obviously that wasn't the case. The case was that the gearbox was not good. Let's put this one, and then what, middle mufflers? Again, we need to buy them. Don't forget, middle mufflers are used a lot, really a lot. Same with the, again, exhaust pipe. Oh, why, oh why? Exhaust pipes here and there, not so many. Catalytic converters used quite a lot, so be sure to have these things in stock. So this is front exhaust pipe V8A. I think it is here. Front exhaust pipe V8A. I always buy like 4 of these because they're used in different cars, so you never know when you're going to need one, and that's kind of probably the best. But don't overbuy it. It can happen that you need now these, and then 10 cars you don't need a single one. So just buy 2 for one car, 2 for other car. I think that's enough for the start. Perfect. Do we have bolts? Now we have enough bolts, at least something. Let's fix that, and we will have our 6th car, well, first car in new session. That's the better way to say it. 1 hour 11, we have enough time. I'm quite happy with the timing. Last 2 pads, and we will need cylinder. Okay, we are going to buy it a little bit later. Let's do bushings here, and also, as you can see, 40 bushings. We went through 40. Oh no, these are the small ones. Okay, I am wrong. These are the small ones. I am not sure how many did we have, so it's okay. But I need to buy them. And really, I had 8 of these shocks, and now we have no shocks basically. So you see how fast you're going through stuff. It's crazy when you're doing these restorations. Perfect. You might ask yourself, what car do I drive? I don't at the moment. As you know, I live in China, and here really for what I'm doing in my life, I don't need car. And I don't want to buy one because, you know, I will move probably at some time out and either go to some other country. I worked in a lot of countries and stuff like that. So at the moment I don't own car, I don't need it, and if I needed one, I'm always saying that I would probably go for Suzuki Vitara or Subaru Forester, or maybe even Mazda, one from MX series, something like that. I have a specific taste in cars. In a way, you know, as you know, I already mentioned, I worked in a repair shop. I've seen things. I think I understand how stuff is working, what is good, what is bad, and these three companies, trust me, if you buy their cars, Yeah, you're most probably done a very, very clever decision. Although, money-wise and other stuff, I would probably go for a few of Chinese brands also, as they have very, very good quality for the money, especially if we are talking about just give me a second, about the electric cars, which I really think are, well, their future, there is no doubt about that. For example, Xpeng, I think it's S7 Xpeng company. Check it. Oh my goodness, that car. If you follow my videos, you will probably know that I really don't like much modern cars. I'm not the big fan of modern cars because they all look the same and stuff like that. I like them, don't take it wrong. I do like the design of new cars and I like how they look, but I'm not excited about them, that's the point. But Xpeng, that one, F me, man, that's, wow, that's something special. And they do have quite a few big SUVs and stuff like that that are really, really great. Okay, let's sell what we don't need, and these are the things we don't need. And our Reptilia R2, let me find the parts for it first. They should be here. R2, yeah, okay. What do we have? We have lag, thank you. Left fender, right mirror, right door. Okay, left fender, right mirror, right door. Oh my goodness, so many parts. I think I kinda got it. Maybe I missed something, but let us see. Hood, as you know, I like it closed so I can see the car, the lines, and to see how it goes together. We are going to paint it, of course, because it is a lot of parts. We don't have plates, although we have some random plates that we are going to use just to spend them. That's also completely irrelevant, but game asks us to do it. I told you, maybe you remember, if you want plate with your name or your country or something, you know, customized one that I put on the car before I sell it, let me know and I will gladly do it, okay? Just let me know in the comments below. This one seems perfectly fine, so let's see, is it okay or not? Yep. Let me check. So seat and wheel, steering wheel, everything is Reptilia, so that shouldn't be an issue then, as you can see. No, not that one, this one, and this one. Done and done. We go out and we send our car to paint shop. This is nice. We restored the car. What colors do we have in offer? Factory is this one. We'll leave factory one. I like it. I do like it. I think that's good. Do we have liveries? You know what? Let's do it black with this, okay? Just to recheck what else liveries. Ooh, ooh, hello, beautiful. But I think this one is even better. Yeah, we are doing this, okay? We are doing this, I like it, and that is how the car will be. Let's push it out and send to parking number 2. Oops, let us see. Oh, it looks good. I think, guys, you're going to agree, it looks really, really good. Perfect, that's the first car. Now, let's take the second, actually, I would say a little bit boring car, but I don't care because I want to do it. Now, this is Sakura Moon, or actually Mitsubishi Eclipse. Again, it is vanilla car, as you know, well, as you can imagine by name. All these funny names are vanilla cars. I'm just remembering what I can. Looking, fender here, window here. I think that's more or less it. Do we have here something? No. So this is the there is a clip somewhere. Yeah, it's here. This is, as they call it, Sakura Moon, and we are calling Mitsubishi Eclipse. Nice, cute car, nothing special, just a normal random car. With this one, we are changing the engine, and instead of let's move this on lifter 3. Instead of doing, just give me a second to recheck, double check, triple check. This is what I wanted to do. You see ABS pump, but never ABS module in junkyard cars, never. With this one, I will change engine, and from i4 DOHC turbocharged, we will just use normal i3 DOHC. We are going to make a little bit slower car, but you know, it will be very, very economical and stuff like that. And why we are doing these things? Because actually we can, and it is allowed. The creators imagined it like that, and we have these engines in the stock. I already know we are missing one front shock we will have to make it. So yeah, we are going to have that engine in the car, and I think a little bit of diversity, it's not bad. You see, there are quite a few of these vanilla cars and DLC, well, mostly vanillas, which are, you know, the same car with different engines. And then I was thinking, you know, you have like Bolt Reptilia R2 and Bolt Reptilia R2 supercharged, but that is actually the same car, one with supercharged engine, one with not supercharged engine. And I was thinking, should I do them? And then I decided, no, I would rather do, you know, like you've seen it now, these Nissans, which are actually completely different cars in a way when you look at them, than a different engine in the cars. So for now, as long as we can, we are going to push with all the different cars, and then later, if we cannot do that anymore, we are going to have to do things a little bit differently, maybe, you know, customize cars a little bit more or something, but that will come much later. That's that from my point of view for this. Let's go here and finish this assembly. So I'm planning to do at least 3 cars today, if possible, 2 full cars and at least 1 prepared. We are going to see how that will go. That is the plan, but if that plan is going to work, I have no freaking clue. We are going to see, and of course, if you didn't do it until now, well, drop some like if you don't mind, and of course a subscription, that would be much appreciated. Yeah, this is suspension that I don't like. If you follow my videos, you know that this kind of suspension I really dislike, because there is too many parts for what the suspension is and what car is. This is much more suitable for all-wheel drive, some Jeep-like car or something, because it's very heavy suspension and stuff like that. But yeah, what can you do? You cannot do anything. And I've seen the developers did that multiple times on their smaller cars for one reason or another, because this is vanilla car, as you can imagine, that came directly into the game with, well, basically with the vanilla version of the game, without any mods, anything, DLCs or stuff. Okay, yeah, well, you know, I can tell you that I got also Tank Mechanic Simulator. I have it in my library for quite some time. I didn't start to play it, but I might start, and we can change a little bit pace and maybe, you know, do also some other videos. I also have some stuff on wishlist. I'm waiting for some games to come out, and you know, There are some games that are coming that are similar to this one, and I hope these are going to be interesting enough for us to kinda play them and, you know, have a little bit of diversity. That would be the good word. Okay, that should be that. Let's push car down. Let's send our crane. Engine crane here, and let's pull the engine gearbox. We didn't remove gearbox. How that is even possible? Okay, I didn't. Actually, I didn't. I just remember that I didn't. Yup. I didn't. I usually do that always, but this time I simply forgot. Okay, now we should be able to pull engine. Done. Let's immediately do our interior. Done. And let's do our body work. This is the part that I like the most, in a way. You get this. Perfect. And color will stay the same, I am absolutely sure. Okay, now it gives us the choice of engines that car accepts, and I will put i3 DOHC this time instead of turbo i4, and I think it will work perfectly fine for this car. Radiator A, why we don't have radiators A, that's absolutely beyond me. Okay. Radiator A, let's buy like 3 of these. I'm not sure, do we have other parts that we need? We have one set. Okay, at least something. Oh, what we have done now? Do you know what we have done? We didn't go and repair stuff, and we didn't sell the bad stuff, the stuff that is not good. Let's do that. This is our first order. That should be our first order of business, but I simply didn't do it. I ignored the fact that I have to do it. I often do that. Especially when I talk. You see, I'm talking for 2 hours straight, actually. So it's not easy. It takes a little bit of efforts, and you sometimes concentrate on talking, thinking what do you want to say and stuff like that, and forget about some other stuff. So yeah, it happens from time to time, but I hope you don't mind it. I try to do my best, so yeah. Okay, now we sold everything, and I clicked to engine bay for F's sake. What we have, you remember that I got few filters and even few covers, but we are already out of it. Let's put filter in and let's move forward. This is kind of the most boring, these filters with all these clips and stuff. I don't like it, but fair enough, nothing much can be done about that. That's fine, and that's it. Now we will have probably ABS pump, but we don't have ABS module. I will immediately buy it because I cannot be bothered not to buy it. See, junkyard cars don't have module. There are quite a few bugs in the game like that. Unfortunately, developers stopped working on the game, so nothing can be done about it. Okay, let's start assembly. What we don't have for sure, you see, I have only one. Let's immediately drop here, go, buy, I will show you, buy this, and I think I have everything else. And we go to the puller and just assemble one shock. I will not do anything else because we might not need more than that, and I will prepare later more. I had one less, you see, that was odd number for strange reason. I have no idea why, but you know, it happens. A-links, okay, these are things that you buy all the time, as you know, and this time we spent really a lot of A's, strange, but yeah. Mostly you're using double wishbones, but this time it's not the case. Look at that, we still have rubber bushings, but I'm kinda convinced they're slowly running out. We will see how far we go with this 40 we got at the beginning. So why I chose Sakura Moon? Not special reason at all. We, need as many cars as we can get our hands on. So I found that one, I bought it, and I decided why not to do it. And I think it's always good to have diversity, more cars better. So yes, I have a few cars, as I said, that will be very specific, and I will try to do them in a way because we do have a Mustang, which is very interesting. I can share it with you, why not? What is that, 2000 version or something like that, maybe a little bit 1998 or something, cannot remember, doesn't really matter much, which has so many different, what we are missing here? What we are missing? I know what we are missing here. It's just me not thinking straight. And we have that Mustang mod I installed, and this one has like 5 or 4 versions of the car. I mentioned that, but I think it's going to be interesting because, this is something, and I got 4 versions. I found 4 versions in junkyard and auctions, and it's something that we didn't do, and maybe we'll put all of them together, in one restoration and see how they differ from each other and stuff like that. So I think that's going to be fine and nice. Also, we have a beautiful Nissan, the GTR R33, which also has multiple versions, and we are going to do that also. I cannot wait for that, actually. And all of that is going to be pretty cool and interesting, and I think we are going to have so much fun, with some of these mods, and do something a little bit different and maybe a little less usual than normal stuff. As you can see, front drive shaft goes here, and then the axle. I was thinking why I cannot put it, but then I remembered, yeah. So now I know. Good, that is link. And let me see, what kind of rim classic 12? I think this is Sakura, should be. This is 12s are the wheels for this car. Now, perfect, 1 hour 31 minutes. This should, be pretty nice time. And let's finish this Sakura, and then let's start with the next car and see where we will arrive with that. And the next car is something I love also. You will see it. I did a full episode. I started all of this like almost a year ago, and I started to do restoration videos, which are around 30 minutes, and I think they're quite nice and interesting, and we rebuild everything from engine. This is the A, okay, from engine and everything, and I kinda stopped because I was extremely busy, and then I came back 7 months after that around, and then I was thinking what to do. I decided to do playthrough videos because I think these are more value in a way and more interesting, and until we do 1000 car journey we will not do any special restorations. After that, who knows, maybe I will return and do some very special cars that I love, and paint them and do the rims and stuff. We will see. Special engines, all that stuff. But yeah, I started to talk about that for some reason, and I completely dozed out, and I have no freaking idea why I did that. It doesn't really. Yeah, I was talking about the car, and I had that car on in my videos there on the YouTube, so you will be able to check more info about that specific car when we do it, and I will tell you which one it is when we bring it in, not before that. So be patient, stay with me next 10 minutes and you will know. Okay, there are so many parts here. I so don't like it. Oh my goodness. You have to be very careful to put every single part in to, you know, not miss anything. I hope I will not. There is always, you know, there is always that car that has so many parts, and then you have to spend more time on it, and this time this is the one. Exhaust pipe, actually we have what I didn't check here, and now I have to escape and come back because this crappy interface is really annoying me. Middle muffler we should have, and catalytic converter we should have. For this one we don't. Okay, we are going to buy it at the end. In the meantime, let's just do this. Wheel hub 3, we don't have it, which means we need to buy 3 of them. Not a big problem. As always, we buy things in multiple pieces. If we need 1, we are buying 3. If we need 2, we are buying 4. If the part is like hub bearing, we are buying 20 and stuff like that. I hope you see the pattern now and you understand it. Of course, if you have any questions, you know, if something is not clear enough or you want to know more, please let me know in the comments below, and I will be glad to answer and, you know, kind of help you understand things better. Perfect. Let's do these bushings also, which are everywhere, like tons and thousands of them. Look at this. And this bushing is important, never forget it, because if you don't put it, we don't have rear suspension arm A. How do I know that? Because I'm amazingly clever and astonishing. No, because I just remembered that we didn't have one for this wheel, so I buy it in advance now. Good. And we have this upper arm, which fortunately we have. What else are we missing here? I'm sure we are missing something on the front. Another arm, I will go and put it now, and then we have the front exhaust section, and yeah, there is few more things, but we are very near the end of this build. Okay, so here we need front exhaust section A, I3, front section. Okay, I will buy 2 of these, why not? And starter is accessible from engine bay. Let us just do triple check, double check, whatever. Bushing, you see bushings is so we have bushings again, something is missing. And the starter, let's find it. One bushing is missing here, that's absolutely obvious, and I think another is missing there. Yep, it is. Here we have it, and I'm sure the rear suspension, yeah, you see this one, and this is why you have that status, car status, but it's a very useful thing. You just click on that and then recheck. Now, yep, now it's only starter, which of course we know, but starter needs to be put in from here, so we are going to do that now. You have to do that at the end, because before you have gearbox in the car you cannot do anything. Okay, starters, let's buy 5 of these. As you know, starters are never coming with junkyard cars. That's that, and that's the fact of life. That car had quite a few parts, or not? Do we remember? No, it was not. Trunk, right door, bumper, left fender. Oh, I hate when everything is like different, so you cannot remember. That's not the one. Maybe Moon would be better. Yep. Okay, let's try now to remember. Wrong button. Right side mirror and left fender. Right door, mirror, left fender. Right door, mirror, and I think I'm buying okay stuff. Right, left side mirror, right side mirror. It doesn't really matter now. I cannot be bothered, honestly, to go back. I will just buy and sell what I got wrong. Okay. I cannot really be bothered at all. It will save us a little bit of money, but it doesn't really matter. If we need money, we are going to install the Alfa Romeo Stradale, Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale, oh my goodness, the mod. My brain stopped again. And then we are just going to restore it and sell it for 8 million, and that's it. That's kinda, you know, the way you earn money. Oh, we had trunk. Okay, perfect. So now we have 2 trunks. We will need plates also. Oh, doors also. I got more than we need. Good, good. Just to show that we have money and we can do it. Perfect. That's it. I think what is left? Let's see. Plates, trunk window, steering wheel, right body wheel. Okay. What bothers me at the moment? Is this 100? Yes, this is 100. Just give me a moment to see. Left body window A, right body window A. Interestingly enough, these small things here. Okay. Yeah. Plates, seat 11 leather D. Seat 11 leather D, and steering wheel is what? 1. Seat 11 leather D. And what is the rear one? Do we have rear one? I hate this light. Cannot see these things. Bench Moon leather 1 and steering wheel 1. Bench Moon leather 1 and steering wheel 1. Bench Moon. Maybe with 2 O's. Leather 1. Okay. This should do. If it didn't lose the focus, it will be amazing. So, 1 bench, 1 seat, 2 seats, and 1 steering wheel. Absolutely perfect. Go to the paint shop. I think I will keep the color. We need to put plates. I know we will do that. Actually, what I'm thinking, I will maybe do that even later, just not to bother you now with buying plates. I will buy plates later and just put on the car. That's completely irrelevant in any way. Okay, so that is Sakura Moon, or Mitsubishi Eclipse. Well, nice looking car, nothing special as always. So let's go with the next car which I want to bring, and I really like it, and that is RUF Porsche CTR Yellowbird. Yeah, you should read about that. It held a Nürburgring record. It was the fastest car at some point when it was released. I did a video about that, so feel free to check it. I'm quite sure it is still on my channel. It is a great machine. What we want to do first, now we are doing things a little bit differently. Don't be bothered with that. It's just that I want to do it a little bit differently at the moment. I will explain you why in a second. So first I remove these things because I want to put freaking battery on. I will forget it. Now we can remove everything else, okay? It was just because of the battery. I know it's a little bit stupid, maybe reasoning and stuff, but yeah, that's that. Taillights and everything. It is a beautiful machine. I really like it. I think it doesn't have an interior. Yup, it doesn't. It is one piece like this. We will add that. This is going to be astonishing car, trust me. Okay, I think that's it. Push car up. Now we are at 1.143. So as I said, I don't think we are going to be able to fully, didn't remove this, why? To fully disassemble, assemble the car, no way. But we are going to be able at least to prepare it. and that is what actually was my goal, to have 2 cars done, and as you remember, and maybe third, but as I said, I doubt we are going to do it, and I still doubt. Maybe if we push hard and use every single second, who knows. But it's not really urgent, it's not so important, either we do it or not. At least I'm quite sure we will be able to prepare it for the assembly. And that's something that I think it's good enough for this kind of well, for this episode, not this kind of episode, that's very stupid to say, stupid saying. For this episode it is perfectly fine, because that is exactly what we were aiming for, to have 2 full cars and 1 almost done. Okay, let's maybe move here, it's easier. So the RUF was a tuning company, and this RUF Porsche, and the Yellowbird actually, I think, if I remember properly, the name Yellowbird came from the journalist from some well-known paper, who was testing the car, and I think he called it first the Yellowbird, and then it stuck, and it was called Yellowbird. And it was really great car, very nice. I remember it, you know, from my young days also. It was in a way, you know, again, a car that almost everyone who cared about cars knew about. Yeah, we have time, perfect. Disassembly is not going to be issue at all. Assembly might be, but that's something to think about when we go there. So my dear friends, we are almost done with this episode, and instead of the end of the episode, I will use opportunity now to just remind you, if you didn't, you know, push that like button, please do so. And also, if you don't mind, please do subscribe on the channel. That is always great thing for the creator, and also, well, for me as a creator, and I believe also for you, because, you know, you will get notifications and stuff, what's going on the channel, and be a part of community, which is always a very nice thing. So thank you in advance for like and subscribe. And the last thing to mention is a comment. Please do comment, tell me what do you think about the game, what do you think about the videos, cars you like, cars you don't like, stuff like that. Share that with me, share that with community, and, you know, if you have questions, feel free to ask them. If I can, I will be glad to answer. This is oil filter, as you can see on this side, and that should be it. Let's drop car down, let's send engine crane in, and let's pull the engine out of the car. That's done. Next step, as always, you know, we can do first the welder or this, but this is kind of easier to do first this one. I didn't want inventory, I want, see, focus lost. That's also the bug in the game, but nothing can be done about that. Let's do welder. As you know, I always love a welder and to see the work on the welder, of the welder. We didn't remove intercooler, and it annoys me. I will remove it now. Also, I think, please, what's going on? Strange. Also, let me just double check what we are going to do. We are going to do this. Why? Because I want to see front left fender. Front left fender is what? This is front left fender. This is why I wanted to check it. Okay, perfect. That's that. Let's drop the engine in. We have a new B6 turbo prepared, as you can see here. And yeah, perfect. I'm quite happy with that. Air filter. What we didn't do you remember? We didn't repair stuff. And we should do that all the time. Never forget to do that. A little bit of water. Always welcome. Yes, I'm banging my enter button because this is the easiest and fastest way. I like that more than pressing mouse, and that's it. Sell. We are going to sell all the wheels and everything a little bit later. I don't want to lose your time now or our time, and let's just go in. And intercooler B6, we don't have it. Radiator A, we have it. What I'm doing at the moment, I'm just dropping parts that we can. That intercooler, I have to figure out what and how. Yeah. So intercooler, because it goes from here, I'm going to buy it. B6B. We don't have that one, not here. I want to go here. Intercooler B6B. Where is B6B intercooler? This is the one. Because you see, it's going from here, and that's perfectly fine. Oil filter, we have one, and I think that concludes this side. Let's push car up, and let's move forward. RUF here, or roof, or RUF, whatever. RUF, yeah, roof Porsche, I would say. Sounds better than rough Porsche. That doesn't sound really great. Let's see how far we can go. 150 at the moment. So we are on the good path, let's say. We are going to need some stuff, but okay, not a big deal. Let's drop steering rack in, fuel tank, fuel pump, it's there, perfect. Arms, yep. This is going to be a pretty far advanced assembly stage when we finish the episode, so I'm quite happy with that. Nice. And this is going to stay, of course, not with this wishbone. This is going to stay, of course, yellow as it is at the moment. Tie rods, we don't have them, we need to buy them. And I'm immediately dropping to the shop and buying them. Again, you're buying these in 20 and 20, as you always need them, and they're not repairable, and that's about that. So the wheel here should be number 3, if I'm not mistaken. Classics, 215s on the front and 255 on the back of the car. Perfect. Let's add whatever we can. Oh, this sway bar we forgot, and when you forget sway bar, then you see this link you would also forget, but good, now I did it. Okay, so we have 9 more minutes or so. We don't have this front steering knuckle C, unfortunately. We'll buy 3 of these. And we are slowly finishing our Porsche. But let's recap what we did today. So today we had 2 cars restored waiting for us in garage, and we did the restoration of 3 more cars. So we restored actually 5 cars in total today. Well, this is a 6th one that we are doing. And we sold 5 cars already, somewhere around 1 hour mark, something like that. So that was done pretty successfully. We had a Lotus, Esprit, we had a Dodge Challenger, I think. We had a few more things. 2 Nissan's 240Zs, which I really love. And things like that. Also Cadillac Coupe de Ville. We sold them, and oops, what did I put on? I need 215, so I need to be careful, yes. So that was done, and now we managed to restore, if you see there, the Corvette C4, and we restored Mitsubishi Eclipse, which is in the game called a little bit different, but doesn't really matter. And at the moment we are restoring a RUF or roof Porsche, a CTR Yellowbird, a beautiful, beautiful Porsche, which was really a great machine in its time. Well, I think it is great machine today also. I wouldn't mind having one, you know. As I said, I'm not a big fan of Porsche as such. I love these cars. I think they're amazing, and don't take it wrong, the Porsche is, you know, superb. But I don't know, I don't want one. But if I would have opportunity to have this one, that is completely different story, trust me. Completely and utterly different story. And yeah, I've just seen some, not just, but a week ago or so, 918 Spider, I think it's 918 Spider parked somewhere outside here. I don't know even what is that, but if I could choose between that, you know, new one, which is probably super expensive, and this rough Porsche, I would probably choose this one. This is a classic 3, yeah, 255, yeah. I'm just double checking not to make mistake. Perfect. As you can see, this this car is not so complex in a way how it is built, the mod. So I quite like it, and I believe we will have enough time to almost, well, we will finish all mechanical work on the car. That I can promise you. What we will be left is probably work on the bodywork and stuff like that, which shouldn't take too much time. So technically speaking, we do have practically 3 cars done for the next episode, and then we are moving, of course, with 2 more and then next set. But this will make 900 cars to go. This is going to be 100 cars when we finish this step. These 5 cars, these will mark 100 cars done. Let me just double check. Clip, cooler, starter, sway bar, clip, cooler, starter, sway bar. Okay. Sway bar. Is it possible that we didn't put... Actually, it is. Starter and sway bar. Okay, let's push car down. Let's do the starter. Okay. Let's do the starter. Where is the starter? Starter is here. And let me check where the heck we are missing clips. I'm just trying to think. We don't have... I have no clue, honestly, where we are missing clips. Now I'm completely and utterly confused where we are missing clips. This is not here. There is no air filter. Clip. What clips are we missing? We are missing clip A. I will find it eventually, no worries. We are at the end of the episode anyway, so don't bother yourself. I will check it later. Maybe there on the engine somewhere, but I cannot remember actually that here you have 4 clips going on anywhere. This is fuel injection. Yeah. And I'm missing something super obvious. Ah, no, I'm not. I know where I'm missing. No, these are the B's. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. They're here. This is, you see, why I didn't see them, I don't know, but they're here. It's all perfectly fine. I know they're somewhere around on the engine, but I couldn't find it. But no worries, we did it. And we are missing medium intercooler on the front. Let's push that one in, and then we, I think, have more or less everything done. Mechanically speaking, let's check. Yes, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the car like this now. What we are missing is the bodywork, and what I'm going to do, I will buy all the bodywork parts before we do that in next episode, so we don't lose any time. So this is not this, but this, not this, but this. This is so RUF CTR Yellowbird Porsche. Very much very beautiful thing. We will see when it's finished. So today we did do this Sakura Moon or Mitsubishi Eclipse. We did this very nice Bolt, very nice Bolt Reptilia. Let's go to the junkyard. We have 1 minute. Let's spend 1 minute. I hope the game will not crash, because it crashed few times on me when we were going to the junkyard. I have no idea why. Maybe, you know, sometimes some mods are making issues. I have no clue, but we are 1 hour 59 minutes 20 seconds at the moment. So for junkyard we need like actually a minute, and this is it with this trip on the junkyard. We are going, do I have this one? I do have. With this trip on the junkyard we are concluding today's episode. This was nice. We did a lot of stuff. We sold 5 cars, we restored almost fully 3 more that are waiting. I don't need any of these, I already know. And for the next episode we will finish 2 cars. You see what a waste of time, and most of the junkyard trips are like that. We are sitting on the 2 hours mark. We just passed it, so we are going to finish this. I hope you did have a good time and you had fun watching us restoring these beautiful cars. We are going back to our shop, and with that I will say have a great day, stay safe, take care about your family, do something you love, and at the end, as always, enjoy life. That's the most important thing. I will be with you very soon. Until then, bye bye, and I'll see you.
Please subscribe to this channel, share and like this video. Thank you.